Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Steel Donut Collective. My name is Connor. With me today is Yella.
Good day.
And Bob.
Howdy, this is my current intro line.
And today we have a story that was a viewer request by Van on our Discord. This is a Shadow of the Colossus story called Raised by Colossi.
Or Colussi.
Colossi.
I mean, you know the game is called Shadow of the Colossus, right? So you
Not
should
Shadow
at least
of
get
the
the second
Colossus.
O right.
Yeah. I don't know. I love playing Shadow of Colossus.
3 young kids from the Fenois Kingdom.
Ooh.
I can't
fancy.
spell well, so bear with me.
No.
Ran away on ponies, thinking they will never be loved, only to find family in the most unlikely of creatures.
What?
I think you mean family in the most likely of places, because you find things in places, not in people.
You could find it with people.
Yeah, you can find family with creatures. You can't find family in the creatures.
I never played Shadow of the Colossus. At any point, do you go inside a giant Colossus and the level is just in a Colossus?
I don't think so.
I mean,
actually.
the Colossus are kind of are the levels in a way, right?
Yeah, they are.
But there's never a level where you go inside a Colossus
Yeah,
and find
no.
like a nice family home, 3-bedroom, 2-bathroom, with like kids and a wife standing in there.
In Shadow of the Colossus 2, the big plot twist is that the entire area was just one big Colossus.
Oh my god.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
And then in Shadow of the Colossus 3, they pull back and you see that Colossus was in another Colossus, and it's...
Oh, no.
They get a little out of hand at that point.
Yeah, Colossus World.
Oh, my God.
They just call it
All right,
Colossus.
let's
And it's an MMO.
Raised by Colossi. Disclaimer: I only own Ellie, Mark, and Johnny.
Oh.
Okay. Ellie Pav.
I looked behind me to see the flame cloaks gaining on... Whoa. Let me start over.
Yeah.
I looked behind me to see the flame cloaks gaining on biggest one almost had me earlier, but I bit his hand.
You wild animal.
Yeah,
That's-
savage.
What is that sentence?
I mean,
I
that
looked-
sentence just cut off halfway through.
I looked forward again to see a very old-looking stone was 16 feet wide and 17 feet long, with strange pictures carved into the very elegant-looking railings.
On the railings on the stone?
I
Is it
suppose.
like a walkway?
Maybe. It's just a big rock.
So we've had 2 sentences in a
railings.
row where they should have been 4 sentences,
Yeah.
but they
Yes.
jammed pairs of them together.
I'm
Mhm.
starting to think this might be a word apocalypse.
Oh,
Yeah,
no.
it's another case of the periods being...
Yeah,
you know,
especially since they put a space
there.
after railings and then not before on, which makes
Yeah.
me think they probably missed the space.
They miss the space after every period, and then the word void eats the words.
Yeah, I'm not seeing another period for a while. Oh no, I'm
Oh,
seeing
boy.
one. Yeah, never mind. On the inside had moss growing across with giant holes in it, but it still looked. My horse
Whoa.
started acting crazy. I snorted, and Johnny's and Mark's did the same.
What?
I looked confused at Suet, wondered what was up when a giant stone creature stood up and raised its giant stone sword, which he slammed down onto the ground, causing a mighty tremor, causing everyone to fall off their flame coats, got back on, and rode away screaming.
Ooh. Wow. Really changes the context of everything.
Yeah.
Really gives you some new images.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. They fell
Everyone-
off their burning coats
Yes.
like that.
They're called the flame coats because they ride flaming coats.
Yeah.
You know, they're like magic carpets.
Except
that are
they're
on
coats
fire.
and on fire, yes.
I don't blame them either. We were screaming as well as huddling together as the giant knelt down as our horses closed our eyes as its knee slammed down onto the we knew it. We felt a huge warm weight rubbing our backs.
Chaotic.
I have
like it.
questions.
You know, I'm trying to play the game of what 2 words were removed.
Yeah,
You know, by
yeah, no.
word, but period word, and I cannot figure it
Okay,
out on
I
some
don't
of
blame
these.
them either. We were screaming as well as huddling together as the
Screaming
giant
as
knelt.
well.
Yeah,
And
I
the
think
horses ran
I don't blame
away,
the flame
we-
coats for running away because we were screaming as well as huddling together.
I think that might have just been on the author there.
I think so,
Yeah.
yeah. As the giant knelt down, as our horses ran away, period, we closed our eyes as its knee slammed down onto the ground.
And then before we knew
Before we knew it, we felt a huge warm. God, that would have been shit. Even if the word apocalypse hadn't happened.
Yeah.
The word apocalypse is not necessarily an excuse. It just makes it even worse.
Yeah, very rarely is it the only thing wrong.
Yeah, usually when the word apocalypse happens, there's also something else.
What they're doing.
Yeah, that's fair.
That's true.
Do not fear, young ones. I shall not harm you.
Why? Why not? You're a Colossus.
A booming baritone voice. So not bass.
Oh.
Baritone. So I think Connor was, I don't know. I think he was in the range. Somebody will tell us in the comments. A booming baritone voice said softly above our heads. I opened my eyes to look up at the creature's head to see its bright blue eyes looking softly down at least me and Mark did. Johnny just snuggled into me more.
Always when you least expect it.
Yeah, God.
Yeah. Just suddenly, nope.
I rubbed his back and shushed him gently as he giant looked more concerned at us. I think that was just supposed to be the giant.
Yeah.
He's got one of those stuck T keys.
Yeah.
Can't press it down very
Damn.
easily. Gaius Pav. I can't believe it. Humans here.
God, this is already so bad. The whole point of the Colossi are that they're kind of big and mysterious, and they're not really human at all. I mean, some of them are just straight up like sea monsters. But instead, they're like, oh, let me write this whole section of the story in the Colossus point of view so that we get him all humanized and shit. So he just becomes a big building that talks.
Like, the thing about the Colossi is that they're basically just giant stone wild animals.
Yeah.
They just try to live, and that's all they do. They try to live, and they don't like you getting closer. Obvious reasons. You're trying to kill them.
So instead of making this a Shadow of the Colossus story, you could have made this like a fan fiction sequel to the Disney movie Smart House, because what this is all that's all you've done. You just made a smart house. It's just a house that can talk and is big
and walk.
I see.
And
oof.
That's it.
That was good.
That's a deep pull. That's
Also, real deep.
That's
pull.
a 19-year-old pull.
Damn.
Did you see Smart House like?
It made an impression on me.
Apparently.
In 1999, it came out, and it made a big impression on me.
Best movies of the 90s, #1, Smart House.
Smart House.
I just realized, by the way, earlier, we felt a huge warm weight rubbing our backs. Can you just imagine a giant-ass Colossus with just his huge stone hand gently rubbing... Warm stone hand.
It's like trying to pet a snail.
A human on its back.
It's like if we tried to pet a snail. Like, I guarantee the snail isn't going to enjoy that.
Except the only difference is that a snail shell at least is... Yeah, we're warm, and a snail shell is probably harder in comparison than, a giant stone finger to our skin.
Yeah. So
like,
it's more like trying to pet an ant. Because it's even smaller, and the slightest difference in pressure will just kill it.
Yeah.
Right.
Because I think they're imagining the scale being like human to mouse, where you could pet a mouse, but like the scale is really not like that. Like,
no,
Colossi are much bigger.
Are huge.
That's why they're called Colossus.
Yeah, it's kind of in the name.
It's in the name.
Like, if you've ever played the game, like, they're kind of the size of mountains.
If they weren't that big, the game would be a lot worse.
Also a lot shorter.
Yeah.
Because you'd be a lot less time climbing onto the damn thing.
Spend 3 hours riding around on your horse and then 20 minutes climbing a building and then you're done.
Yeah.
Right. Yes. The female was holding the youngest close to her, while the oldest male was blocking me from them. All looked younger than 10 years. Of oldest looked about 8 with silver hair, and dark green had a brown tunic that looked stained
Holy
with blood.
shit!
And cuts on his shirt,
just continue.
and held the other 2 also had black pants with rips and tears. Lining also had a split lip, but he didn't seem to succumb. Was a young female who looked to be 7 with bright red hair and dark brown eyes, which if you looked closely you see a microscopic spot of green in.
What?
Had a
How
black
do you
tunic.
see
No, let him keep
I'm
going.
still going.
Yeah.
With blood splattered on it and cuts along the hair, went down to her lower, had black pants with cuts and blood on, held the youngest close to her, and tried to look brave, but failed, had a burn scar on the side of her. The youngest, bless his heart, looked the worst out of all of... had a wrap, sorry, I lost my place, had a wrap on his head stained with, had bright snow white hair with a yellow bandana surrounding his head, multiple sunburns on his face, and cuddled into his sister's arms, had a silver tunic with cuts and blood on black pants, looked the same as the other 2, looked no older than 6 years of age.
Well then.
Oof. Holy shit!
That is
I'm
some
so
major...
glad I didn't claim the Colossi voice.
I'm so sad I didn't claim Colossus voice.
Oh no,
What the fuck?
buddy!
Word
No.
apocalypse. The
Is
word
there-
void has eaten all. Existence.
even-
Speedfire
Anything.
1324 says he can't spell. Well, it's not the issue, man. Really, your
issue-
spelling hasn't been that bad. I mean, you've messed up
aside
some
from
pretty
a few
simple
things.
words, but
You know what? The spelling doesn't really jump out at you when, fan fiction's coding has eaten your entire story.
Yes.
Oh my god.
I don't even think there's anything to analyze. I think we should just move on.
There's one thing I want to point out.
Yeah.
He was looking at the kids, and he saw that in the dark brown eyes, he could see a microscopic spot of green.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like that would be really hard to see for a giant rock creature.
It'd be hard even for, have you seen
A
the
human.
well, no, just if you think of the scale of those things, it'd be hard for them to even see their eyes.
Yeah.
Like, the Colossus is huge.
Like, it's... Going back to our analogy before, tell me the eye color of an ant.
Yeah, exactly. And ants have pretty big eyes compared to their bodies.
Yeah. Man.
Because I guarantee there's differences.
Probably.
You just probably don't notice because you're a human.
Because you're huge in comparison.
Yeah. You think it's... And also, this sentence, this word, avalanche, would have kept going if they didn't have to put a quote here.
Probably.
Yeah.
Well, no, wait, actually,
because
because...
.I doesn't get put.
Yeah, .I doesn't get eaten. That's like the only thing that doesn't get eaten.
But I don't know why there's a quote, because it's still narration.
Oh, god damn
my
it.
god.
I tried reassuring them that no harm was going to happen to them, but they still looked fearful but more trusting. Of girl handed her brother to the oldest brother, and she stepped forward.
He said aloud.
Yeah.
Just giant booming voice, I tried reassuring them, and they're just like, is he talking
my
to
ears.
The
himself?
Colossus, we're still here.
Mr. the Giant Stone Man, you're talking out loud?
Yeah.
Like you're thinking out loud, I suppose? What are you doing?
You're narrating.
Is this normal?
You're narrating out loud.
You're narrating, why are you doing this?
How do we know we can trust you? Everyone we have trusted before has hurt us. Why did you stop stuttering?
Just suddenly, I think the
I had
author
to
was
pick up
just...
momentum.
Yeah, also the author was probably just getting kind of bored with writing the stuttering.
Man, this is not as good an idea as I thought it was.
Let's just stop halfway through.
But I can't backspace and change it in the previous.
No.
No.
This author's taking the no backspace challenge.
Oh no, not one of those again.
How do we know we can trust you? I get how we can you. I get all of those as stutters. How does trust? How is that a stutter?
That's actually
Trust.
trust.
That's
Hey,
just
Yella,
pausing in the middle of the word trust.
Yella, can you do that but roll the R so it's like trust?
Trust.
That's how she says it.
Trust.
I got broads in Atlanta.
Exactly. Also, everyone we have trusted before has hurt us. Man,
That's so sad.
That's some tell right after your show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or it's,
Yeah, it really
We
is.
were
Wow.
we were just hunted like wild animals. That happens every time.
yeah.
Yeah. She said, and my heart stopped, and a feeling
What
of
heart?
That's not good, dude.
No,
My heart
okay.
stopped, and a feeling of anger washed over. Dare they hurt these innocent children?
Dare they?
Yes.
Dare they hurt these
They dare,
innocent?
evidently.
Also, they are innocent because I say so. I have otherwise no proof that they're innocent of anything.
Yes. I heard 3 yelps and looked back down to see I was standing up and cradling the youngest had opened his eyes in fright, and I must say he had the most beautiful green eyes I have ever wore, a gem green with barely visible leaf like their scared faces. I then remembered what I used to do with the children before them.
Eat them?
Ugh.
Also, what was that sentence?
You know,
Gem green with, you know what? Fine, with the brown eyes with a spot of green. What do you mean, gem green with barely visible leaf? Are their pupils marijuana leaves? Like,
Oh man, that'd be cool.
yeah.
I gently rocked them in my arms and hummed a tune that had always calmed little ones afraid of me before.
No.
I
It's a
rocked them in
motherfucking
my
D-O-double-G.
rock hard arms.
Yes. It's a pun. He's a dad, Colossi.
Also, just
Wink.
imagine, again with the scale thing, just imagine rocking an ant.
Yeah.
There, a little. Oh, where's he going?
Where's it going?
Hey,
Stop crawling
on
away.
me. Yeah. Right.
All right.
Elipov.
The giant rocked us in his?
Huh?
Good question.
I feel like I know what they're trying to do here.
No,
But maybe-
no, you don't. Because
I
the
do,
next
actually.
sentence is arms while singing a calm yet upbeat song. The question mark's just not supposed to be there.
No, I think the question mark is supposed to be like, is it a he? So normally what people would
The
do
thing
there
people
is
do where
put
it's like parentheses.
parentheses around the question mark. But this person didn't do that, so that you just end up with 2 weird half sentences.
I looked up to see the giant gently laying down, at least I think he was. It was hard to tell with all the fur on his face.
I mean,
you know that's
some of
moss,
them,
right?
yeah, I get. Like some of them had sort of fur, but it was usually moss-like in quality. So I don't know.
Yeah.
And like,
I mean,
none
there
of
was
them have-
always sort of the fur that you held onto while you stabbed them in the
Pretty
skull.
sure that was
so.
grass.
Yeah, probably.
I listened closely and my eyes widened when I realized he was humming a song mothers would sing to their children to reassure them that they were safe.
You know, you could have just been like, this song, I remember it from my childhood, instead of being all like, oh, this is a song that is used for such purposes.
You could also be like, he's cradling me and I'm not dead yet.
How does
That's
that
another
work?
thing, yeah.
Yeah, how does that
Like,
work?
fun fact, if he wanted to kill you, you'd be dead.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. Maybe the author's covering their bases because either this Colossus somehow like knows about human culture
Mm-hmm.
enough, or someone dropped a songbook out in a field one day.
Yeah.
And he just picked it.
I'd say the second option is the better one there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It'd be weird if he hung out at human villages and just, like, picked
Yes.
up.
Oh, hi, Gaius. How are you doing? I saw you coming from a mile away, literally. Oh, hey.
Many miles, actually.
many miles away.
Oh no, a Colossus! Oh no, that's just guys. Never mind.
It's just
what's that
guys.
song you're singing, human lady?
He'll-
This
Teach
is a
me.
song that mothers sing to their children.
Teach me the song of your people.
Yes, I'm very interested.
Yeah.
Humans are so interesting. They're like not made of rock. It's weird.
There's small flesh bags.
Yeah.
I closed
Small
my
and
eyes.
flesh.
I closed my eyes and smiled before strange images assaulted my vision.
Oh shit!
Ah!
Oh no! I'm
Get
under
me out of this
attack.
place!
Yeah.
I need protection.
A man and woman were looking down at a baby me.
Okay.
That's a weird vision.
I could see
Strange
their
image.
faces, but could see green where their eyes would be. And the
What?
woman had bright red hair like me, and the man had silver hair like both were smiling at us.
I was really hoping the sentence wasn't going to go bright red hair like me and the man had silver hair like me.
I think it was supposed to.
Luckily,
be
Wordpocalypse saved
brothers.
us.
Oh, thank you.
I mean, I think it was supposed to
That
be.
would have been too beautiful.
hair like-
I'd have had to frame this and put it in an art gallery.
I mean, it'd be like. I mean, at that point, we'd have confirmation that she has two-toned hair. Because why the hell not?
My hair was red, gold, silver, white, and my eyes were blue, purple, green, black, gold.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's that classic Christian Humber style.
Yeah, it's turned into a Christian Humber character over here.
Oh.
God, Christian Humber.
Fucking Christian Humber, dude.
We gotta go back and read those again.
Yeah, we do.
I heard 3 giggles. I looked around, startled only to realize it was me, Mark, and man held Mark and Johnny, and the woman had put us down in front of the orphanage. As I heard the Flamecloaks, man and woman kissed our heads and ran with the Flamecloaks on there of them, spotted us and ran at us with his spear pointed at before he could kill us, a woman with golden wings and bright golden hair who was Mercy?
I guess.
Who was glowing with the light of angels stood in front of us with her
Yeah, that's
arms
Mercy.
in front of us. It'd be fucking weird if she stood in front of you with her arms somewhere else.
Her arms behind you.
What? So I presume that didn't all happen when you were babies.
No.
Yeah. But then again,
don't
if you
know.
make it, don't presume, you'll make a prez out of you and D.
Right.
Also, I mean, they are strange images assaulting her vision, so...
Actually, now
Right.
that I think about it, if someone's standing in front of you with their arms behind you, that's called a hug.
Oh, hey, you're right. Oh, that's actually
Yeah.
pretty normal. And sometimes nice.
Sometimes.
You will not harm these children.
She said with a heavenly man kneeled before her.
Whoa.
Whoa. Okay. Okay. Oh, beautiful Archangel Angela. It is Mercy. It is
Just
Mercy. It really is
Angela!
Mercy. Yes. Angela, the Archangel. Though I
Heroes
suppose
never die?
it would be more of Angela, considering she's what's it again? Swiss? She's
What the
Swiss, right?
Whatever, man.
Anyway, why do you protect these devilish cursed? The end.
I
It ended mid-sentence.
How do you do that?
Mid-sentence.
How do you do that? Okay, no.
What the fuck?
Erased by Colossi.
So did they have like a word period word at the end?
I don't know. Maybe.
Yeah, I don't know.
Devilish, devilish cursed children. Period. Bye.
Probably. I wouldn't be surprised.
I don't know. Dude, I don't know. They saved their Word document before they put in that last period and reopened it and exported it. I don't know. For that last word? How did you do that? You had one word to go. One
Just children.
word to go.
Children,
You got-
period, end quote.
You ran the marathon and you reached out and your fingers were about to touch that ending banner or whatever, and then you gave up.
You were like one step away, and then you were like, I'm gonna collapse here. Boom.
Yeah, you just walked off track and forfeited.
Yeah, I'm just gonna go home, which is farther away than just crossing the damn finish line.
What?
And then no reviews or anything.
No, it just kind of ends.
Thanks, Van, for suggesting it. If you have the listener, have any suggestions, go ahead and leave them in the comments section, or you can come to our public Discord server where we hang out with people, and Van's in there along with some other cool people, and we'll hang out, play party games, and talk about stuff, and just kind of chill.
It's like the inside of a giant Colossus.
Yeah, you'll find family
filled with
in
a
us.
family.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, thanks for watching. That was a weird outro.
Yeah.